Okay, so here are some things that I missed in the 2 previous update videos about Christmas updates. So, Outer Bears has just confirmed that Game Pass gifting apparently is going to come in the future. I don't know how that works because that's Roblox related, not Tower Defense Simulator related, but we'll see. Outer Bears has also confirmed the chance of getting logbooks. So, the Ice Beacon logbook in specifically is 0.3 to 0.5%. And he has confirmed that the chance depends on the enemy's health. The more health, the higher the chance that the enemy will drop the logbook. I don't know if the 0.3 to 0.5 is the range that all enemies are within, because why would there be a range for just a singular enemy? But it might depend on 0.3 being easy mode and 0.5 being hard mode. That does mean the Frost Spirit is more likely to be gotten because there's only one of them. But the abnormal or the normal with healths like 4 or 3 even, they're very, very unlikely to be gotten. I suppose that means that in easy mode, it's harder to get the Frost Spirit logbook compared to hard mode. So if you want the logbook for the Frost Spirit, I think it's better to play hard mode and kill it. Then again, you do need to have players to do it, because I don't think you can solo hard mode. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, if you want to grind out logbooks, do the harder modes. Don't do the easier modes because it seems like they will not give as many logbooks as hard mode. So firstly, what has been added is quick place. So if you hold F shift, you can place multiple of things of the same tower up to the tower limit. You can't bypass any tower limits through this. And I don't know how you would do this on mobile, tablet, VR, Xbox controller, Gucci Smart Toilet, Samsung Smart Fridge, Avanti West Coast Class 805 train. Now, next thing to note is they've changed the names of some goons. So the Tommy Goons are now actually called the Tommy Goons. And as you can see, they now have lifespan bars. Now, these are also called Tommy Goons, but also the bodyguards are also called Tommy Goons. I mean, apparently these are meant to be intentional changes, so they're kind of separate. They're separate units, but they share a similar vein to like the Grenadier upgrade units. But like here, you can see that these are meant to be separate units. So like Field Medic, Grenadier, Bomber Elf, all of these are separate units, but they just, yeah. But as you can see, the units also have a lifespan health bar, or as seen below the health bar. If they don't have it, I assume they don't have one. So the Bomber Elf doesn't have one, even though it does have a lifespan of the entirety of the path because it walks quite quickly. I don't think the units from the Elf Camp nor the Necromancer have a lifespan, nor do the ones from the Commander, although I thought the military base did. Multi-Monster doesn't have a lifespan, and I assume the only lifespans are the Crook Boss units and the Mercenary base units, because they were used to, I guess, abuse people and they could stop. Additionally, the nerf that I said applied to the Frost Blaster, where it couldn't freeze enemies in a 2.5 second cooldown, also applies to the Freezer. It can't also freeze enemies in a 2.5 second cooldown. However, this was also changed when the freeze buff was added in v1.47.0 to be able to freeze within 1 second now. When I said enemies beta was removed from maps, it isn't technically true. Enemies beta is still technically a thing, but it's just not shown as a modifier anymore. However, there are 3 maps that have lost enemies beta. And can you guess which maps they are? Yeah, special game modes. So these special game modes actually have mysteries now instead of breakers, so that's very interesting. Also, I didn't realise, but if you hover over it, they have a description. But I never knew this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Apparently also Polluted Wastelands 2 doesn't function properly because of this. Then there was a change back in v1.46.0 where enemies weren't appearing in the index, and then I think Outer Bears fixed it quickly. Then we have an update all the way back in May. So here, the shield health, remember the yellow bar thing? That's shield health. That's technically meant to affect the base. However, once an enemy enters the base, that shield health doesn't technically affect the base. It doesn't actually deduct it from the health of the base. Now, for most enemies, this is so inconsequential because you're going to have more than the 100 or so that most games have, or the 300 or so, that it's not really that much to talk about. The only thing where it's kind of relevant is kind of the balloon in hardcore, and very, very, very rarely the polluted hazmat. But even then, the polluted hazmat is kind of you're probably going to die if you let more than even one in. Yeah, that was a weird shadow update on the 18th of May. Additionally, you may not know this, but the Crying Angel actually had a model update. This is its current form, but originally it used to look like this, and this is the version that appeared in Krampus Frosthold until it was updated to this one here. And as you can see, they're actually quite similar, except one's not translucent. One is just like this. One's like a frost enemy. Don't know why they changed it. It's like soon after release, but fair enough. Additionally, a correction to sandbox mode. There are actually 3 legacy game modes that were in the game initially. They were Legacy Molten, Legacy Fallen, and Golden mode. However, these were soon removed, I assume because it wasn't ready yet. These will be added in the future, but for now, at least, they're not in the game currently. Another bug fix was the sandbox statue was locked, even if you had the admin mode Game Pass. This was now fixed on the 23rd of December. Took quite a while, took about a week to fix that, which for someone who bought something for 5,600 Robux, you had to be rightfully pissed. Meanwhile, for the Frost Ravager, on the 17th of December, it had its animation changed, and on the 20th of December, it went back to using the Fallen Shield animations, but it's meant to have its own animations. It obviously uses some of the code that's used for the Fallen Shield, because it looks like it would have something like this. When you initially join the game, there is a Winter Spotlight UI that appears. This was not scaled well initially, and the developers did fix this. The developers also disabled player leaderboards on tablet mode, so this thing no longer takes up half the screen real estate. And the Pyromancer, it now has 9 days left from when this video is being created. Apparently it did have 2,000 stock, but it now ends the sale on the January 3rd. It ships in 2025. I'm not sure anyone who has got it if you bought it previously, but that's the same for the Pyromancer pin. These are limited time skins or items that you can buy from the store, and you have just over a week to get everything if you want it. Notably for the Pyromancer plush, this means getting the in-game skin, the Pyro plush skin, but that's it. And this product will be available to pre-order until January 3rd, 2025 at 7:59 AM GMT. And apparently all the purchases come with a Christmas card to download. You can just download it. You don't need a fancy purchase to get this. Just download it from this. I don't know why they'd say if it comes with a Christmas card, you don't get it shipped with your order. It's just a downloadable thing from Google Drive. The Fallen Honor Guard puddles are actually confirmed to actually speed up enemies. So here, it's really, you can see here, yes, you have to get a load of them to see, oh yes, they actually speed the enemies up. They don't actually heal enemies like the other, I think the Necromantic Skeleton. The Pyromancer's dwarf skin used to have a glitch at level 4 where at this level it would get its level 5 appearance instead of what it's meant to have. Instead this was changed, so at level 4 it now has its own unique appearance instead of borrowing level 5's appearance. By the time that this video is released, the Christmas sale probably would have finished by now or was about to finish. And no, the Pyromancer is not going to get a rework even though it is on sale. I have seen some people ask questions about that. So that's all. Christmas is here. Well, I mean, I'm recording on this Christmas, but the video probably won't be released until after Christmas. So yes, welcome to 2025, probably, or soon. Depends when you watch this.